And that means business time with our partners 2 Degrees. New Zealand is becoming a more attractive place for gold miners. And Garth Bray from BusinessDesk has been looking into this. Garth, good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
So what do we know about gold? The gold rush, is it back on?
Pretty much, and this is, you'd have to say, a big part to do with the position that the government's taken to say, hey, we're open for mining, and how other governments are reacting and doing things around the world, right? So the Canadian-based Fraser Institute of Investment and Attractiveness Index that tracks these things apparently has New Zealand leaping up to 12th spot ahead of Western Australia and Queensland.
In terms of ease of doing
In terms of more attractive, yeah,
okay.
Apparently. So one of the big, the recently listed miners over here, Uvre, which is a word that's almost harder to say than 12th, is saying that, look, the red tape's getting stronger in Aussie. You know, 4 years ago, you could get a permit in 18 months. Now it'll take 4 years.
Wow.
So it's getting trickier. And at the same time, it seems to be getting more permissive here.
And hopefully that would mean more investment here, right? Well, that would be your idea.
They're looking, this is, you know, so they cross-listed basically from Aussie to the NZX, and they had quite a bump. I think the stock price jumped about 16% the day that they listed, and the volumes are about 5 times traded what they thought. I mean, they're not digging anything out of the ground yet.
No, that's the
so
thing.
There's execution risk, and so a lot of this, we're covering this in the old small cap wrap this week, looking at the golds, because they are tending to be smaller stocks. But really interesting that they are seeing prospects here. It's just, will they actually deliver?
Well, Central Otago, where I've been for the last little while, they've got a permit now, 30-year permit.
Santana Gold, yeah.
Yeah, but they need the fast track
approval
for the rest of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, and half those buildings you go and visit, you know, when you go to Central Otago, wouldn't be there if it weren't for gold mining in the first place.
I'm pretty sure Dunedin had electric light before most places in the world because of that, but anyway.
No, exactly. Right, Microsoft has been apologising. This is for, you buy the Microsoft Office and they sneak in a little AI prize, do they?
In in October, they bumped up the price, about 28% for just this is for people who have a personal or a family account in Office 365, and they were basically told, oh, there's new pricing coming. Oh, it comes with AI. And it wasn't until people were banging on the door saying, no, I actually want to cancel my subscription. They said, oh, well, we'll offer you the plain vanilla no AI version for the cheaper price. And they've now put out the statement, oh, okay, in hindsight, we could have been clearer about the availability of non-AI enabled stuff. So a big apology. Cock-up number 2 was that people tried to act on that refund yesterday, and as Chris Keel in the Herald today is saying, a lot of them found that really hard. People saying that they were
says no.
1140th in the queue or whatever it was.
What did the AI add-on do to your email?
Well, it's added CoPilot to all of the applications, and I guess the question is, and this is the fundamental question, do people want to pay money to use AI? Because if they don't, look at all those stock prices that are in trouble at the moment.
No, exactly. Very good point.
Yeah.
And would you pay to use AI?
There are a lot of free options at the moment. So I think the case for having to charge to pay more, I don't know.
No, not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now. Hey, let's finish on Trump. On Musk.
Easy to get the two confused.
Yeah, indeed. Right.
Would you get out of bed and do a better job for $1 trillion?
There's a lot. I'd do pretty much anything for $1 trillion, Garth. Like anything.
But could you? So this is, it's the Tesla shareholders meeting. It's underway. I think by about 10 o'clock we'll find out whether or not he's sort of gone by lunchtime or whatever. So there's a good chance, people seem to be saying, that they will actually vote to give him this colossal option to chase this big dream of winding up with about a quarter of the stock, which would effectively, you know, be the biggest corporate payday in history. But to do that, he's got to increase Tesla's valuation to 8.5 trillion US. It's about 1.3 trillion now. He's got to hit earnings of 400 billion in one 12-month period, and he's got to sell millions of robots. A lot of people are saying the AI element, XAI and all this sort of stuff is actually the part that will be needed to deliver that. So it's a very ambitious horizon. And so maybe they'll give it to him.
Well, I mean, you would, because it's so many caveats up the wazoo. If you win, he wins, basically.
Yeah,
so
but interesting, people against it, Norwegians against it. CalPERS, the California Pension Scheme, which has a Kiwi that used to be involved in our Guardians, the super fund running it pretty much, are saying no, don't like it.
Yeah, all right. Garth, thank you. Garth Bray, BusinessDesk. Thanks to our partners, 2 Degrees. Time is 13 away from 8. Next, there's problems with water and